today we shall talk about two things actually. Today is a double bonus. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the iTera Care BioLite and also the iTera Care Bio. Okay, so let me pull it up. All right. Okay, there you are. And okay, good. All right. Let's start. So today we are going to first talk about the bio, and then we are also going to talk about the BioLite. Now both are as good as big brother and small brother. So having known both of them, then it'll be easy for you to know what to expect when you use them. Now let's start with the bio. Uh, and about terahertz, all right? Now, 70% of our population are suffering from sub-health status. Many of us are thinking that we are okay, but actually we're going through a lot, especially after the COVID-19. And also, lots of people are suffering from what we call post-COVID and also long COVID. And generally, many of you who are staying in town, in the cities, working in offices, well, you need to check on your health because many of us are sub-health, all right? So if you look at it, first of all, fatigue, anxiety, headache, and dizziness, all right? And the other one is inability to concentrate and memory loss. And lots of people are also having gout and heaviness of body and bloating, abdominal pain, indigestion, and constipation. Many of us are going through it without understanding really why this is happening to us. And many also having low body temperature and fatigue. Low body temperature, especially the elderly, and ladies, irregular menstruation. So now, so now this is the iTera Care Bio, right? Many of you probably have used it. Many of you probably are already having one. For those who have not seen it or have not used it, this is the iTera Care Bio, and it's a comfortable device, very elegant, and very effective. Right? Many people, what do you call that, can't go even a day without using it. All right. So what they do is they just sit, relax, put their feet onto it, and just switch on the device and enjoy the health which it brings. Okay. Now, the next thing is let's look at what it has got to offer. Now, first of all, it has an elegant design, okay, and it's really beautiful to look at. In fact, and it self starts, and you can self control. You don't have to disturb anyone, or anyone has to cater to you. So you tend to it by yourself. Now, the first thing you can do is after switching it on, you can control the heat level according to your comfort level. Now, many people have asked, where shall I start? What level will be good for me to start with? Because the heat level is from 0 right up to 10, right? So now the first consideration will be, are you a newbie? That is, is it the first time on the device? Now, if it is the first time and you do not have any complications, 5 will be a good number to start with. And then after about 5 minutes, if you find that it's too hot, lower it. If you find that you don't feel anything much, then increase it. Now, then again, if you have complications, right? Now, you might, many diabetic, especially when you are diabetic, you know that you are diabetic, and you find that the heat can be a problem for you. In fact, many diabetics, the heat receptors are not working very well. So you really do not know whether it's hot or not. So for this kind of people, I would suggest you start at around 2 or 3. All right, keep it at 2 or 3. The heat, of course, it is helping in a certain way, but more important is the terahertz frequency. So start at a very low level so that you don't hurt yourself. And then if you find that after the first session, 2 and 3 is okay for you, it has not done anything, the heat is okay, then you slowly increase and go on to higher levels, right? So, uh, so that's about the control. So this is how you control. Now the negative here is you are lowering it, and the positive here you are increasing it, right? And then it has got in-mold decoration. We see it is built into the device. So if you touch it, it is smooth, beautiful. It has got its in-mold decoration, right? And what the iTera Bio does is it activates the cellular energy. So what happens is when you have your feet inside, it comes in through your feet and works all the way up through you up to even your head. All right. So it goes in and helps any part of your body and every part of your body, right? Helping uh, especially areas where the cellular energy is rather low. So this brings up that cellular energy and makes the cells there dance, and now they can perform optimally, right? So the other thing it does is it increases metabolism. So people who feel that they should burn more calories, especially if you want to lose weight, this is a very good device for you to try. And it relieves inflammation. Now, one of the reasons why our body has got lots of problems is the inflammation. We just do not know where it is because different bodies have different inflammation, and you only see them when the inflammation is rather high or there is some impact. All right, you have hurt yourself, then you have some inflammation, more inflammation than normal, then you see it. But what this does is, this device, it relieves that inflammation even before it blows up, right? And it purifies the body. How does it do that? Now, first of all, you have what's called a lymphatic system, and this lymphatic system is supposed to bring out the toxins and the waste from the body. Now, what happens is this device helps the lymphatic system to start moving the toxins and the unwanted, what do you call it, fluid and whatever which is unwanted by the body out of the body. Okay, and then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, it burns calories, and so you can help with body shaping and also anti-aging. And the other aspect of it is it alleviates cold and dampness. Right? People who find that normally they are a little bit cold when they sit on this device, you will find that they feel warmer, and also you'll find that you might even sweat, right? And it's a diathermy fat burner. So what happens is it increases the heat in the body and it helps to burn the fat in your body. And it activates your cells. So the cells which may be dormant, what happens is when you're using this, the energy goes to areas where it is dormant and activates those cells to become active again. And besides that, it promotes circulation. So here, it helps the blood to move around in the body, bringing in more oxygen and nutrients and removing carbon dioxide and waste from the body, right? So now it also, as I said earlier, it warms your body. So many elderlies, especially, they find that this is really good for them. They enjoy sitting there for the 30 minutes and they find that they are warm and nice, especially in cold countries. And You can warm your body inside out, and it drives away the cold and dampness and gets rid of blockages to rebuild a healthy you. Yes, it also helps to remove blockages in you. And 15 minutes a day is equivalent to about 60 minutes of aerobic exercise, 8 hours of massage with bare hands, 60 minutes of sweating, 30 minutes of gua sha, 180 minutes of moxibustion, and 20 times of cupping. So this is what many people who have used it are reporting, and is definitely improving the circulation and stimulating cellular immunity. So people who are using this are finding that the immune system is going up, and they are not getting easily as sick as they were before. Right? Now, before, if you were to go around, somebody is sick and you easily catch it. When you come back, you're also sick. But now you find that the immune system has improved so much that it's not so easy for you to become sick. Now, there are three core technologies involved in the iTera Bio. And the first one is, of course, terahertz. The terahertz energy has potential health benefits such as detecting diseases, improving wound healing, and enhancing drug delivery. Right? And the second so it has been helping people with remarkable health recovery. So people who have been troubled by sickness are saying that, they are finding that their health is becoming better. Now, the second one is what it does is it has negative ions which can provide numerous benefits such as boosting your mood, improving respiratory function, and increasing energy levels. And negative ions are also known for reducing stress and anxiety, improving cognitive performance, enhancing immune function, improving sleep quality, and reducing the severity of allergies and asthma symptoms. So it's definitely helping. So now the third one is, the third energy is graphene far infrared. And the graphene far infrared heat therapy can provide numerous health benefits such as reducing muscle and joint pain, increasing blood flow and circulation, promoting relaxation and reducing stress, improving flexibility and range of motion, and aiding in the recovery of certain injuries. Now, many people are familiar with terahertz energy and negative ions. Now, let's look at the graphene far infrared heat. Many people still ask or wonder, what is graphene far infrared? I know far infrared, I know infrared, but what is graphene far infrared? Now, graphene is a kind of, what do you call it, something which can enhance the amount of heat. Now, for example, the amount of heat which comes in is multiplied, and what you receive is much more than what came in. So in this case, when your feet are on the device inside, now the heat which is produced is far greater than the initial heat. So what happens is you get nicely warmed up, and it creates all these possibilities. That is helping with the muscle and joint pain, increasing blood flow and circulation, and all those things, right? So graphene far infrared basically means the amount of heat which you should be getting is multiplied. Okay, it's much more than what should be. So so we have this triple energy for better, much better effect, right? Now, when you have resonance can help with health by promoting a state of coherence in the body, which can lead to improved physiological functioning, reduced stress, increased relaxation, and potentially even enhanced immune function. Now, what happens is the resonance, it resonates uh, the terahertz energy resonates at the same frequency as our cells should. So what happens is even the dormant cells now start resonating as they should, and you then find a lot of things happening to you. Now, what are the main functions of this, what do you call that, device? The first is alleviation, where it alleviates cold and dampness and relieves inflammation. So, for those people who have inflammation, and for those people who may have inflammation without realizing, uh, this is going to help you. Now, basically, for the body, uh, practically all the problems you have is a result of inflammation in some place. So this is definitely going to help you, and it purifies the body. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, it helps the lymphatic system to clear the body of toxins and waste, thus purifying the body, and it also helps with body shaping. Many people, after 3 to 6 months, they coming out with reports saying that they have reduced, and the body looks so much better now. And you also have where it helps to beautify. People are also finding that they are looking much younger, and they're definitely looking better. And it gives you heat. So when you have heat, your circulation improves, your muscle work better, and reduces any pain and inflammation, right, in the body. Okay, and it's also antibacterial, by design in such a way that it kills the bacteria. So these are the main effects, main functions of the device. And what's elevation? It helps dilate blood vessels, reduce blood flow resistance, and blood viscosity. It improves microcirculation, increases the ability of oxygen storage and carbon dioxide elimination to allow the transportation of nutrition to the whole body. As such, our organ functions and immune system can be restored to optimum level, and therefore reducing our chances of getting diseases. Now, one of the reasons people get high blood pressure is because of the blood viscosity. So this helps to bring down the viscosity of the blood, and allows better circulation in the body, and also brings down uh, the high blood pressure. Right? Okay, the next one is purifying. Okay, and what it does is it accelerates blood circulation, rapidly metabolizes and eliminates acidic substances in the body, alkalizes the blood, catabolizes cholesterol, triglycerides, and other substances clinging to the blood vessel wall, and improves the internal environment, right? So you have a better circulation in the body. Now, many may not have, known about it, but what this does is it also dissolves triglycerides. Okay, so basically, triglycerides, if you are dissolving it, it means that you're getting in shape. Okay, and is definitely also helping with stasis and blockage, right? It detoxifies the colon, and definitely is helping with fat burning, and it eliminates toxins. Okay, and what about body shaping? How does it help? Now it acts on motor nerves, encourages the rhythmic contractions and relaxation of muscles to accelerate blood circulation and nutrient metabolism processes of muscle tissues. Basically, it means that it's burning more calories, right? It improves muscle strength, prevents muscle atrophy, promotes nerve regeneration, and transmits impulses to the central nervous system. So, if you have had problems with movement, stiffness, and you're worried about your muscle getting smaller, so this is the device to use to improve all those. And it breaks down fat cells in the body, eliminates toxins, helps the body to fight and eliminate free radicals and to look younger. And it nourishes the spleen and stomach, replenishes the chi and blood circulation, and restores normal metabolic function. So that's a lot of things this device is doing. Okay, so you can see that your visceral fat will slowly come down, especially your visceral fat. Huh? So, and you will see an improvement. And let's look at beautifying. How does it help with beautifying? Okay, first of all, it's helping to remove freckles and wrinkles. It's helping to remove dark circles and eye bags. Of course, you have to use it continuously. It's not like once a week or once a month. Do it consistently, and the skin becomes more radiant and elastic. Okay, and your collagen starts working. The skin becomes lighter, moist, and rosy. You can see it on your face, especially. And detoxification happens, accelerating metabolism and activating blood and cells. And it regulates the body from the inside out, right? So give it a try for those who haven't tried it, all right? The combined energy can activate cell vitality, stimulate collagen regeneration, delay skin aging, and smooths wrinkles. Now, how does the heat therapy help? It helps with a warming effect, and the heat can penetrate about 3 to 4 centimeters under the skin and is easily absorbed by the tissues. Right? The heat helps in its own way. Okay, so even if you are in a cold country, it's definitely going to help you bring the heat into you. Okay, and it rapidly increases the surface temperature and accelerates the subcutaneous blood circulation. It also relieves the muscle tension, relieves pain, and regulates autonomic nerves. It also increases the metabolism, enzyme activity, and promotes vasodilation. Now, the vasodilation is of importance because if your blood vessels they are constricted, then blood flow is limited, and the body has to push through, and that also affects high blood pressure. So when there's vasodilation, then the blood finds an easier path to go through, and also the walls of the blood vessels become more elastic. As such, the blood can travel through easier. And this is a case I would like to share where this friend of mine, where I had recommended him this device and also the blower, and to drink the charged water. So he was doing that, and he was happily enjoying his life. And at the same time, he was playing badminton. His age was towards 60, 50 plus. And he told me that, when he plays badminton, where formerly he used to play only about 2 to 3 sets, now he can go for 4 to 5 sets without getting tired. His t-shirts get drenched, so much so he has to bring an extra pair in between the games. He has to change 2 t-shirts by the end of the game. And once they're done, he's still active, and he can still go for a drink with his friends. So things were going fine for him until one day he decided, he went with his daughter for some shopping. And so it so happened that at the mall which they went to, um, there was some health promotion where you can check your body. And when he checked, he found that he had some blocks, and the whole world came down upon him. And then for the next few months, he never heard from him. No calls, no replies. He didn't reply a WhatsApp. So then I took it upon myself to drop in on him after about 2, 3 months. And then he told that what had actually happened to him. But his biggest question was, why? Why, when I'm using these terahertz devices, did I get these blocks? So then I had to explain to him, look, these devices actually saved your life. Now, what happened was the blocks were there. It's not like overnight. It's not like yesterday. It's not like last week. It's not like last month or last year. It has been gathering there over the years. And if it had gone on like this, the blocks would have affected and he could have lost his life. Now, when he started using these devices, now the blood vessels had vasodilation, they had elasticity, and his blood can still go through in spite of him having blocks. And he survived. And he didn't even feel the blocks until he went and checked them. So these devices actually saved him. So when I explained to him, then he realized how important it was and how it had saved him. And now he's back to normal. All right? So don't wait till something happens to you to use the device. Start using it if you have one. Okay? Now, microvascular permeability, which helps to discharge waste and accelerates wound healing. Right? The more is discharged, the faster your wound can heal. And it increases muscle contraction ability and relieves pain and muscle spasm. Right? The muscle contraction is important. It's helping with that. Okay, it's also reduces blood viscosity and reduces stiffness and discomfort. Right. So if you haven't started, start using them. Now, besides that is antibacterial. Right. So more than 10 million negative ions. So these negative ions actually work against the bacteria, and also they deodorize and sterilize your legs, right? Especially your legs. And other fungal infection, athlete's foot, sweaty feet slowly disappear. It's like a spa effect for the foot, right? So for those especially who sweat, those who have fungal infection, you should start uh, using them. Now, where is it necessary? Who needs it most? Anybody in here today feels that it's really necessary for you? You can put up your hand. First of all, for people who are having cold and dampness condition, and then office workers who are mostly sitting down, right? They need to use this. And postpartum mothers, they need this too. And the obese people, they definitely need them. Beauty lovers also need. Middle-aged and elderly people is perfect for you. Definitely should be having one in your place. For those of you who really love your parents, grandparents, and would like to get something good for them, this is definitely something which they would love, and you're going to help them with their health. And for sitting or standing for a long time, sometimes in certain jobs you stand for long hours, in some jobs you sit for long hours. Either way, this is going to help you. And for persons with hypertension, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar, you should be using this consistently. And what are the places where it is suitable for? Okay. Now, first of all, for home use, leave it in the home. When you come back home, sit down, relax, take about 30 minutes relaxing with the device switched on and see the changes it brings for you. And then for other members in the house, they should be using it too. And you can use it for therapy centers. When the person comes in, you can ask them to sit on the uh, iTera Care Bio for about 20-30 minutes and then go on to something else, right? Let's say it's a massage center, and then you go on to the massage. The body is already warmed up, and you are giving them something extra, plus, which they may not get in other centers. And it's definitely good in beauty salons for an additional fee, maybe. You can say, okay, while I'm doing it, you can put your feet in this. And spa centers definitely need them. Rehabilitation centers, especially for the elderly, and activity centers. Even big companies, big offices, you should have one in your area where your staff come to relax. So they take turns to put their feet inside, and what they're going to get is healthy staff, and your MCs will start coming down. And officers, yeah, they definitely need it there, right? So if you have any of these centers, start looking at getting one. Even if you don't have a center, even it's also useful for your home. Start getting one for your home, right? Now this is the iTera BioLite. Okay. Now whatever I have mentioned earlier for the bio practically works for the BioLite. The biggest difference being, first of all, it doesn't have a hood, right? Whereas the bio has a hood. And that's the biggest difference you are going to see. Now, other than that, what are the major differences, right? What are the major differences? If you look at this chart, right, the comparison between the bio and the BioLite. If you look here, practically everything is the same in terms of precision detection and everything else, except the important thing here is the BioLite is a second generation device, whereas the Bio is a third generation device. Besides that, the BioLite is a mild enhanced version, whereas the Bio is an enhanced version, especially with the hood here. All right. And then the other important thing is the iTera BioLite does not have negative ions, whereas the Bio has the negative ions, and since it doesn't have the negative ions, the iTera BioLite doesn't have the sterilization and deodorization on food and energy board. All right, it doesn't work on this, so you have to probably wipe before the next person comes in. Whereas the bio, it has these features. So you can see here the bio has got more features than the BioLite, but don't despair, because now what you're looking at is mainly number one, you want the terahertz energy, and number two, you want the graphene infrared thermal effect, right? So you're having it in both the devices. Even the iTera BioLite has that, so you're still fine, you're good to go, right? So don't worry too much about it. Okay. And of course, for many people, the BioLite is more affordable. So if you think that it meets your budget, get one, right? So here we look at some contraindications not recommended under the following conditions, right? What are those? First of all, for pregnant ladies is a no-no. And then children under the age of 10, it's better not to let them use this. Now, these are the manufacturer's recommendations. So it's good to abide, because if anything goes wrong, then the manufacturer and subsequently Price will not be held liable, right? And for those who have temperatures above 38 degrees Celsius, and then we have people where they have disorders of the consciousness. They are not conscious really, so it's not good for them. And if you have a pacemaker, avoid using them. Uh, and then lung diseases. If you have lung problems, disorder in the lungs, probably you wouldn't want to start with directly with a bio or a BioLite. Okay, and then uh, cataract lenses, right? Many people might wonder why, if it's going to help ourselves in so many ways, why shouldn't it help us, those having cataract lenses? Now, I've mentioned this before. It's actually what's happening is you are definitely going to get better, and probably your vision is going to get better. Unfortunately, your lenses do not follow the improvement. They are standard, they remain as they are. So the person might tell you, look, after using this device, I can't see clearly. See, what's happening is now he's getting, the eyesight is improving, but the lenses have not followed. So you do not want to be the person who has to answer why and what, right? So better to keep them away from that. Bleeding, okay, is going to definitely increase the amount of bleeding. And here we have, what do you call it, metal implants. So in these cases, please stay away. Uh, Tell them it's better not to use. Okay, save yourself from lots of trouble. Okay, so thank you very much.